So Korea is gonna catch us within this episode. They're gonna catch us spying on their empire, and it's kind of a sucky thing because we have to continue to spy on them. So of course, I'm gonna choose to not improve diplomatic relations. I'm gonna have to take the penalty to the diplomatic relationship between myself and Korea, which unfortunately will kind of raise tensions between the two nations. But I've got to stay up in science somehow. There's no other excuse for it. I've got to stay up in science however I can. So we're about to definitely get down all the coastlines of South America as well as North America, probably within the end of this video, I'm guessing. So we'll be able to figure out which European, I'm guessing European, but you know what? I know I kind of made a prediction earlier on in this series. I think Morocco is going to get there first, honestly. I think Morocco is going to settle the Americans before Western Europe does. So that'll be pretty funny. And we're continuing to kind of get rid of a lot of this fog of war. We'll be able to really watch the action, at least in East Asia. So that's good. That's a start. So we had a previous trade out. Yeah, we can't pass it up. It's 13 gold. So much economy is just reliant on Korea right now. It's crazy, scary, but it is insane. See, I don't know what to settle here. I might as well chop down this forest. We certainly will not need the forest. I think we're gonna have enough production from all these hills. I think we will definitely have enough production. So a few people have entered the industrial era. Let's go ahead and check on the demographics. We haven't checked on this in a while. We're now only 3% behind Egypt. Great. Looks like Russia is doing really well for themselves. Number 1 in land, 11 in GNP and crop yields. Egypt is doing good in population. That's what I figured. They've got a pretty big-ass capital. Not the biggest in the world, but a pretty big capital with 21 citizens. And I believe India has the biggest with 24 in Delhi. But Morocco is number 1. Holy shit. And also Spain settled this city. I didn't see that Spain had grabbed a city in the Sahara Desert. But you know what? The demographics don't matter at all when you have the info addicts. So in terms of declarations of friendships, let's get rid of this. Declaration of friendship. I can't even keep up with all this crap. It's just there's too much. Let's check on war. What's going on in war? So right now, currently, there's only a war between the Chinese Empire and Mongolia. Actually, that war's been going on for a really, really long time, as well as Askia and Morocco. And there have been a few people that have asked me to go to war with Askia. I think that Songhai is going to get destroyed, which is sad. More likely they're going to get destroyed. Obviously, we're the only person with defensive packs up in this game because the AI, for some reason, doesn't make defensive packs. So, in terms of number of cities, we are 15th in rank. We're about a little bit below average. I'm okay with that. Are we doing anything really good? Is there anything we're doing? We got plenty of internal trade routes established. We're 5th. I don't think that is accurate. I don't think this number is accurate. I think everyone has got to have their cargo ships up, or whatever, cargo ships, caravans, whatever. Science output, we're actually number 4 in the world with science output. I know I was kind of bagging on myself saying, why am I only creating 185 science per turn? But you know what? It looks like we're doing pretty good. 4th in the world with 183 science per turn. Looks like this is going to be a pretty long game. But you also have to think that science output isn't everything, because someone like Catherine, as we saw, has a bunch of cities, but she might be creating a lot of science, but the threshold to get new techs is going to be so high that she'll still be falling behind in literacy. So let's keep that in mind, that science output isn't everything. We're not doing good in happiness, but surprisingly enough, we are not last place. Active duty, military, yeah, we're last there. I guess that shouldn't be a surprise. Technology is discovered. We're actually 8th place in terms of technologies discovered, but that's okay because we're rushing scientific theory. We should probably have thought about that. Civilization's influence. So this isn't a category that's at all happening right now. So that's why we're seeing something like that. Literacy rate, we're 8th with 46%. Interesting, very interesting. World fact book. Every time I look at that, I feel like it's World Facebook. Military. How is the military going on? Obviously, we are last place. Looks like Egypt is doing good, and maybe, is that Russia? No, that's Siam. No, that is, I know it's Egypt, but who's number 1? Who is that other yellow? Wait a second. Who is that? Is that Songhai? No. Oh, that's Siam. Yeah, that is Siam. I thought it wasn't Siam. Okay. Wow. Impressive. Okay, well, good thing we have a defensive pack up with Siam, right? Oh, man, that's okay. Well, we're pretty lucky there. This doesn't matter. This doesn't really matter. There's a few of these categories that really don't matter. Like the stockpile, my treasury doesn't really matter. I guess gold per turn does matter, but since the AI doesn't use fucking their gold, it's like it doesn't really matter. Happiness doesn't matter. Science does. And surprisingly enough, Korea's not number 1. It's Egypt. That's weird, and we need to avoid getting research agreements with Egypt because Egypt's doing really, really well for themselves. We are towards the top part of the pack, which is great. Let's check on a couple of these other tabs really quick. Who's manufacturing the best? Oh, that's so bad. That Egypt's #1 and they're #1 in science. That's really, really fucking bad. But Russia is also doing good. That's fine. I mean, they're Russia. That's gonna happen. Population-wise, oh my gosh, we got to do something about Egypt. Egypt is clearly like the main civ in this game. Russia's doing amazing. Who is this? Is this England? Oh, I was gonna say, who's that red? Persia. Okay, but I think Persia's gonna lose a few cities, and Mongolia. Okay, final tab. Culture. Oh, of course, India's doing great in culture. Holy shit, India's doing really, really good in culture. But #1 is actually surprisingly enough. No, not me. I don't know what the fuck. I don't even know why I clicked that button. Is that Carthage? Is that the Zulu? Who is that white? Is that the Ottomans? Wow. The Ottomans are #1 in tourism. That is surprising. Of course, Egypt is #1 in wonders. That's part of the reason why I think Egypt is doing so good. Oh, wow, and India's... Oh, no, that's actually Arabia. We knew that. It's not. It's not Arabia? It's not... I wish there was a better way to look at this. Oh, Ethiopia. Yeah, we should have figured that out. All right, guys. I looked around at it for long enough. I really like the demographics, and this is the Info Addicts. It's really the perfect mod for this sort of huge map with everyone kind of doing their own thing in this world. But that's why I'm kind of I need to set more time out to do that. Briefly, I need to kind of keep it to a minimum, but still. So Egypt wants to go to war with Ethiopia. It looks like Ahmed. Wait, no, wait a second. Why don't I know that name? No. That's not Arabia. That's Ethiopia, I believe. Ahmed. Arabia is Harun al-Rashid. Ahmed. Oh shit! I should have clicked him right while the turns are processing. Yes, of course. I will go with as many research agreements as I can with Catherine because she isn't doing that good in techs and she has a lot of cities, so more than likely she will not be anywhere close to the #1 in science. But it looks like Egypt might want to go to war with Ethiopia. We need to do something about Egypt, though. We might want to get open borders with maybe Arabia. And, I mean, this would be, I don't know, this would be way down the line and be really sketchy because we don't have the economy at all to support several battleships. But I think we could easily take over Thebes if we wanted to. We could, honestly, stop Thebes from possibly getting a victory last minute and grabbing their capital. That's interesting. So it looks like Greece and Germany are at war against each other, which actually I think those are two very, very expansive civs in Europe. In terms of how would we be able to check this? Would it be population, land area? I guess it'd be land area, right? Oh crap! It remembers all my highlights stuff. I don't know. All I know is that Greece has a lot of cities, and so does Germany. So this is a pretty big war going on. I wish we could see what's going on. You only have 6 cities. Alexander isn't that expansive. Germany's definitely bigger. Last time we checked, they had a lot. They had a lot of cities. Oh yeah, so they have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7 including or 8 including their capital. Okay, so let's get a workshop. I think in Perth that will kind of make us produce something a little bit. Actually, you know what? We kind of need a Coliseum. We are falling behind there. Let's go for a Coliseum, even though there could be other techs that would be better, like the library. You're right. The library is pretty important to get up, especially because we're going to settle another city. I know I want to get to the national wonder that we can have up for building all the Colosseums in our empire. But since we're already going to settle this next city, there's no point in trying to build a Colosseum to try to get up that national wonder. At this point, it doesn't matter. Also, we're going to get instant happiness from settling on this gold, which is what we want, because after this worker is finished, we need to send this worker over here at some point and try to improve the city. The city's going to have a hard time, a very, very, very hard time. Russia and Morocco have made a declaration of friendship, surprisingly enough. Who the hell is this? Is that Persia settling down? Oh my god, fuck you, Persia. Wow, Darius is a dick. Darius has a massive empire. I have to say, he has a pretty massive empire, though. We're going to see Persia in the Americas first. That would be pretty hilarious. Indonesia and Russia became friends. Yes, a big-ass group of friends going on. I think I've done okay at predicting this game, but I haven't done a good job at predicting when the wars were going to break out. We're still waiting. Everyone is still so friendly. Everyone has those certain civs that they all hate, and that's about it. We haven't really seen many divides come across the world. 14, all right, yep. And yeah, we're going to go grab this gold here. So in terms of the notifications, what did we get here? Zulu and Indonesia became friends. Indonesia and Russia. Ethiopia and Indonesia. Wow, and Russia and Morocco. So yeah, we're going to chop this down. I think we're going to have plenty of food. Or I'm sorry. Well, actually, I don't know. Maybe I should play it safe and get the lumber mill up. I don't know how good this tile is actually going to be. I don't know if we're going to run out of food or production first in this city. There are a lot of hills. Makes me think that, you know, we might run out of food first. Although we do have a lot of farmland, and since we have access to these bison, that's a good point too. We're coming closer and closer to becoming kind of low on that happiness. We might want to expand out and grab that cotton. All right, there we go. Please, everyone go to war with Darius. He's a jerk. He's a huge jerk. Doing 38 gold per turn. So it looks like, well, I don't know. It really depends on which civ kind of breaks out into the game, but we might have to make Egypt a bigger priority to take out before Korea. Oh, God. Korea has a settler. Which actually, we might want to let Korea settle as much as we can, because they're going to have a hard time with science if they have too big of an empire. Morocco and India are now friends, which we ourselves need to keep that in mind too, because we're about to get our 6th city up, which is kind of getting close for that science to really get difficult to produce. And that reminds me, let's go and check the diplomacy overview screen and check when we have another research agreement finishing up. Okay, so we have this one finishing on turn 222. Oh my God, 221. I'm sorry, fucking one turn. Oh man, we could have got this a few turns up. We would have got scientific theory so much faster. Oh, that's annoying. We also have one up with Siam. Anywhere else? We have one with Egypt. We needed to get up quite a few more. We only have 3, which with all our declarations of friendships, that's not enough. And we're doing, well, our economy is part of the problem though. Which hopefully our economy gets better as our empire continues to grow, and it should. It really should. Let's get a market, I guess. Oh, you have like absolutely no gold you're making in the city. Wow. All right. Well, I like the windmill, but let's just go ahead and take some time out to build the market. And good. All right. We got some more culture from the ruin in Hawaii. Nice. And now I want you to go towards Baja California. Figure out where Los Angeles is. Maybe I'll settle a city where I live. That'd be interesting. And I've got 40 gold per turn. My faith is not bad. A lot better now. It's at 12. It should be a lot better. It really should be a lot better, but maybe when we get a few more temples up, we'll see. As long as Shintoism continues to expand, and oh, you bitches, Morocco, you probably could have taken over ASCII. I don't know what you were thinking. Shintoism is still going strong. Are we providing any? We are doing a little bit of pressure in Siam. This is where we want to expand towards. Siam has so many open cities. So many open cities. Also, we converted this city. Oh my gosh, 42 pressure from Shintoism. We've really just got the ball rolling, just enough. Where is our great prophet? Did our great prophet die? I don't know, but hey, we got a great scientist and we can steal technology in the same turn. That's great. Okay, so we don't want to waste it on scientific theory since we're only 4 turns away. Let's go ahead and grab the one that's furthest down the line, so that's navigation. Even though gunpowder could be good. And I will save this great prophet for a second. He's going to kind of heal. I don't think I want to get up I don't think getting up a great tile improvement is super useful right now, actually. But maybe. It's going to increase, especially when we finish up the scientific theory. It's turn 218. That's kind of on the border when possibly it's not a smart idea to get the great tile improvements from the great scientists. I don't know. Since there's so many civs, I imagine this game is probably going to end pretty early. Ethiopia and Morocco, Indonesia and Egypt. Declarations of friendships. Wait, what was that? Someone. I think China just stole some technologies from me. Okay. And aqueduct because you're having trouble growing. Yes. I don't know. Maybe I should save Maybe I should think about saving this great scientist. I mean, do we have any other great scientists coming anytime soon? No. No, we're very far away from that, which reminds me, let's check my citizen management. How are we doing here? Let's lock a few of these tiles that I know I will definitely not want my the AI to kind of move away from. Yep, that should be locked. That doesn't necessarily need to be locked, but it can be. So right here, we're going to grow in 12 turns. Now in 7. Okay, it's a little bit better. Okay, let's keep it like that. Oh, man, I don't know what to do with this great scientist. I think, I mean, if I had to guess, well, because when we get this technology, the Academy Science yield is going to provide us 2 more, so it's going to give us 10 science per turn in 3 turns. It's turn 218, so by that time it'll be about 221. I imagine the game will continue on for another 100. I'm gonna guess another 100 turns at least. Yeah, about another 100 turns at least. So 10 times 100. Fuck, I have to do math. 1,000. This would immediately give us over 1,000. But that's at least. I have to at least imagine the game's gonna go past 321. But it's gonna more than likely go a little bit further. But because there's so many civs, maybe it's not a good idea. I think I'm gonna grab the science. I think I might grab the great tile improvement. Yeah, it's probably a better choice. Okay, let's do it. Fuck it, we're gonna do it. We're gonna just slap it down now, get a little bit more science out of it. Well, let's hope the game. Hopefully, my prediction comes true. I don't see this game ending by 321. Hopefully, we can do something about it to stop any sort of that sort of happening. I think it could be possible. I think it could be possible that we slow down a victory type. Again, domination and cultural victories really aren't gonna happen at this time. I mean, it's just no way. Domination and cultural victories. Too many civs in this game to really. Oh shit! I figured he was gonna do that. I can't afford to not spy on him, so I might have to just kind of take the diplomatic hit here. All right, so maybe it's a good time to think about getting up an army. Might be a good time to think about that, because we're kind of slowly degrading the relationship between myself and Korea, which it has to. We have to spy on these guys. We have to. There's no other option. If we even want to have a chance, we have to spy on these guys. So if that means that we have to end the friendship and the alliance up a little bit early, then so be it. We're just gonna have to. We're gonna steal another technology in 16 turns. That's pretty nice. I have to say that's pretty nice. Okay, so we can get a new. We can get some more missionaries up right now. Oh, we're actually losing. Ugh. We're actually unhappy right now. That's not good, and I don't think we're anywhere close to getting technology some. Here, I need to buy these tiles. I don't think we're anywhere close to getting closer to getting some more happiness. All right, you guys stop and work this right now. Maybe we'll find some natural wonders over here, I'm sure, to increase the happiness a bit. Just a little bit, just enough. All we need is just enough. And we had a couple deals. Oh, that's why. Okay, so we had a deal with Harun al-Rashid ending with cocoa and copper. Okay, before I get that back up, defensive pack up with... Oh, the defensive pack with Korea just ended. Oh, shit. Hey, I didn't mean it, guys. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Oh, thank you. Oh, man, I meant it. Fuck you. I did. I really meant it. I'm sorry. Okay, so thank God. Thank God we know how to suck up. Let's go back to Harun al-Rashid and try to get that back up. But wait, before I do that, though, let's check what my cities want in terms of for them to love the king. Anything that's a repeating... Nothing repeating. Salt would be good. Okay, I'm going to look out for salt, because salt's in the capital. Diplomatic overview. Anybody have extra salts? Arabia only has extra copper. Actually, surprisingly enough, even though these civs are so expansive, maybe they're trading with each other. Maybe that's why they have no excess luxuries. What the fuck? That's weird. Alright, Harun. Hopefully you get this back up with me, because you're like the only option right now. Thank God. Okay. I was getting scared there. He is neutral. For some reason, he doesn't really like me. All right. Well, that's fine. We did have to kind of waste some of that money to go out and buy that cotton, but I think we were going to have to anyways. It didn't seem like my natural automatic cultural selection, my selection tile was ever going to go towards that cotton. So we were going to have to waste the money at some point. All right, guys, we're going to have to stop right there. We're 2 turns away from scientific theory, which means we're going to get a little bit more yield from these scientific academies. Not bad. Also, Siam, I don't like that you have a pikeman next to me, and I'm worried. We need to start getting up an army, I think now. I'm starting to get scared. We have the, well, we don't have the, we don't really have the economy to do it, but we don't really have any other choice right now. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.